Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, in this video I'm going to talk about software asset management, that is a SAM professional. So I have been receiving many requests from you people guys, please make a video on software asset management. I know guys, this is complicated as compared to hardware asset management, but it's fine. After watching my video, definitely you will be able to configure a software asset management by yourself. You will not required to take any help from anyone, right? I know it's a little bit complicated one, just bear with me. Only thing you have to do it guys, you have to watch all the video, because why I'm saying all the video, because I'm going to make a 2-3 video on software asset management, that is a part 1, part 2, part 3, like that, because it is not possible to cover each and everything what are the essential thing is required in software asset management in one video. Like it will go more than maybe in 1 hours. So I'm trying to summarize all these thing in between 1 to 2 hours. So if you have time 1 to 2 hours to spend to learn software asset management, then only it will worth you guys. Otherwise this video is not for you. If you are skipping it, then definitely you are not gonna to learn anything about software asset management, because I'm going to talk about many things in this, because there are many module involved in this. Means we will be talking about the license management, I'll be talking about the contract management, little bit we will touch the discovery, how we can deal with the software asset management, like that. So many things I'll be talking about. So if you have time 1 or 2 hours and you really want to learn software asset management from the scratch, then please don't skip this video. Fine guys, so that was the prerequisite things to learn software asset management. So guys, so let's start now. First of all, we will understand what software asset management is, right? So I will give you guys a practical example. Let's say we are going to use Microsoft Office, right? And let's say we are running a company, and on that company we have 50 resources, and for all those 50 resources we have to purchase a laptop or desktop. So purchasing a laptop and desktop and maintaining it throughout the life cycle, that comes under the asset management, means hardware asset management. But what else we can cover in the software asset management? Means on those laptop itself we will be installing a many software, right? So I'm going to take an example of MS Office, right? So it's a Microsoft product. So whenever you are going to install a Microsoft Office in your laptop or desktop, it will ask you for to put the license, right? Because it's not a open source, you have to purchase it from the Microsoft. That is a Microsoft, it's in become a publisher, so it's a Microsoft product, right? So to manage those licenses, how we will manage, if you have a 50 laptop or desktop, you are using let's say 40 licensed one, and the 10 you unlicensed you are using, like you have a user the cracked version. So each and every part you have to track it, right? So it will involve your cost as well. Like this is the one example I'm telling you, but being employer or being a company, you will be maintaining a many software, not even a one software, right? So it's not in Excel you can maintain, and you can find out your true up cost and what is the actual cost you are expending on your software asset management. So here we will see all those steps in software asset management. So I hope guys, in one sentence I can say, if you have a software and you want to maintain their license, maintain their contract, and maintain their life cycle, then definitely you have to use the software asset management, right? In upcoming video guys, in part 2 or maybe part 3, I'll be talking about the live scenario or practical scenario, how we can maintain our software asset management in ServiceNow. But before that guys, we need to understand some theoretical knowledge. If you will not understand some terminology in software asset management usage, then you will be not getting whatever I will be talking about in the lab session, Fine. So before jumping directly to the lab session, I wanted to discuss some theoretical knowledge with you guys. Fine. So if you have watched my software asset management video, then you have must seen the we have talked about the life cycle of the hardware asset management. So here same thing it will apply, guys. So in this software asset management also I'll be talking about the life cycle of the software asset management, right? So same thing, guys. If you are going to purchase a MS Office, definitely you have to raise a purchase request, then only you will be having access to those, right? You will be having a key of that your MS Office. So for that, this process, it's kind of similar the way we have explained in the hardware asset management life cycle. Kind of similar things is there in the software asset management as well. Fine. So first we have to do your requisition. That means that will come on your under your procurement module. You have to raise a request, it will go for the approval, then acquisition, then provision, and then usage. Acquisition and provision means one is will come to your vendor will supply the software, that is called acquisition, guys. So provision means like you have to install in your devices, right? So that is comes under the usage. Then change, if it is required, any change, upgrade, downgrade, uninstallation if you are taking back, again transfer from one PC to different PC, or one laptop to different laptop, like that. And then you have to finally retire. If license is got retired, means we can also retire it from the our module, right? So we will see this practical example the way we have seen in the hardware asset management, right? So I have written like a definition wise, if you will go for then software asset management is a business practice that involve managing and optimizing the purchase, deployment, maintenance, utilization, and disposal of the software applications, right, within the organization. A software asset is an application that organize owns the rights to use. Basically, it's a I can say Microsoft is a MS Office is a one product or software, right? So you have to purchase it. You have to own the license to use it in your environment, basically. Fine. So let's talk about something like a little bit example about the software asset example, right? So desktop application is a one kind of software asset, we can maintain it. Here also we will be maintaining asset tag, guys. We will see soon. Databases will be your software asset. Any operating system, MS Office, any third party application which will provide a business to any organization, so that will also falls under the software asset example, right? So using implementation of the SAM, what are the challenges and what SAM offers? So what we will get benefited and what challenges SAM professional will solve it. So first of all, guys, it will solve control, cost, risk, and complexity with the transparency. So definitely cost is the main part, guys. So whenever you are running a company, definitely you will be take care of your costing part, right, or budget part. So it will give you the full-fledged transparency for your cost, risk, and complexity. We'll see that like we have a report on that, analytical report means performance analytics report we have for the SAM professional as well. So over there we can see whether we are having a license in our system or not, and if we have, then how many we have used it and how many still it is there in the stock, like everything we can see. Second thing, so guys, so how do we match up a software installation with entitlement you have purchased? So software entitlement is nothing but, guys, license entitlement is equal to a license, basically. So whenever I'm talking about the entitlement, means you just assume that I'm talking about the license of the your product. So how do you match your software installation? So you have purchased your license, so 10 license you have purchased for MS Office, or you have installed 12. Then for what about the 2? Definitely Microsoft will charge a penalty for that, right? Fine, if they find you. Fine. So third, guys, which software is compliant in your environment? So that is the very important, guys. So if you are using a software which need to be compliant and you are not making those software as a compliant, then you will be in trouble, right? So you don't have rights to use it, but still you are using those software. So it should not be the case. Fine. So fourth point, guys, how should that software be tracked? So like the hardware asset management, we are tracking a full fledged from the born to end, right? So same in software asset management also, we will be having a full track of a software from the purchase to end of the license. Fine. So next is how can we ensure consistent data? So that is also a important one, guys. So being a you have to make sure that means you have a consistency in your data. How do we easily track cost and attain compliance, basically? So this is the very important one, guys. So basically all the time we have to track it. The cost means whether we are exceeding the cost or whether we are non-compliance, or whether how much we require to purchase more to being a compliance. We'll see in this with the live example. Fine. So gain control over the IT inventory, that is the important one, guys, right? So asset life cycle management, it will give you the full asset life cycle management from the purchase to your disposal. And last point is, guys, a strategic inventory planning and procurement forecast. Means guys, sometime what it will happen, like you have a software but you don't have information that you have already have a purchase in your stock, right? So you have purchased the, so let's say MS Office for 50 licenses, and 20 people joined your organization, but you don't know that means 50 licenses are still there with us. So what, on that case, what it will happen, maybe you will be going for the purchasing a new one. So in this, if you are implementing a SAM, it will give you the whole representation, basically. That means how many software still we have and what need to be purchased. And it's something like we have purchased 50 license, but we have installed 50 license in the 50 devices, but out of 50 devices 20 are inactive, like it's not being used since last 1 month or 2 months. On that case, what we should do, we can reclaim the software, right? Why we should purchase the new one? So that flexibility also SAM provide. We will see how we can reclaim our software if it's not being used more than 15 days or 1 month, like that. We can set a rule based on that. Fine. So this was, guys, SAM offers and challenges faces. So it will if you are implementing a SAM, then definitely it will solve your challenges. Fine. Next thing, let's talk about the terminology which I'm going to use, or basically all, if you are using a SAM, then definitely you have to go with the all this terminology. Fine. So first term is, guys, a software model. So most of the time I'll be talking about the software model. Software model is nothing but a classification of acquired software product. It's provide a set of unique attributes such as a version and edition. So let's say we have a MS Office, right? So that is our software model. Microsoft Office is a software model. In that software model, we might have a Microsoft Office 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, something like that, right? 21, 22. Any version if you will have, then that all those versions comes under the software model. So software model is nothing but a MS Office, but on that we can have a multiple version of that same software model. So hope you got it. Like a software model is a Microsoft Office, and on that we have a different version. So it's up to you which version license you are purchasing, whether you are going for the 2013, 17 or 20. Fine. Next thing, guys, software entitlement means software license, basically. So and license, you know that like it will give you the right to use, access or consume an application or resources, right? Means basically how many software licenses you have to use in your system. If it is as per user, or as per device based on the software entitlement we have to define in the system, right? So let's say example, a customer may purchase an entitlement to use an application in perpetual license, means every license like as per the user or as per the uh, device, or they may purchase a time limited right to use an application. Time limited right to use means guide of kind of a subscription based. So there are two types of license we can purchase, perpetual or subscription based. In subscription based license, what it will have, they will give you the time frame. Till that time frame you can use that software, post that it will be no longer exist with you. Fine. Third is software allocation. Like the asset allocation, we have a software allocation. So software allocation is nothing but we are allocating as per the device or as per the user. So same thing I have written, software allocation are used to assign one or more use rights to a specific device or users. So if we have installed a software, then we have to make it one software allocation record as well. Fine. So fourth point, guys, software discovery. So software discovery is nothing but if we are using a discovery module, then you know that discovery will automatically discover the installed software on the PCs or your devices basically. So that is the discovery module here comes into the pictures, guys. So along with the devices, discovery also discover the software installed on that. So from there only we have to have a track of it. So discovery, let's say discovery finds that on X device we have installed the MS Office, we have Adobe Reader, we have different software we have installed it. So for those, whether we have a license already purchased it or not, if we have not purchased it, then definitely we have to purchase it, means you are under the compliance, right? So if you have purchased it, that means you are compliant. If you don't have that license, then definitely you are non-compliant basically on that software. Fine. So we will see how we can make it compliant from non-compliant software. Fifth point, guys, this is the very important one, software reconciliations, guys. So software reconciliation is nothing but whenever we are finding a new software and we want to check it. Suppose that let's say we have installed a 10 software on the 10 different machine, but that time while installing we have not purchased it, but after 2 days down the line we have purchased the licenses for those 10 softwares or 10 licenses basically. On that cases we wanted to see if you are not running a reconciliation engine, then it will show you are non-compliant. So once you will run that your reconciliations engine, then it will show you are compliant because you have already purchased. So basically reconciliation, it will check all the permutation and combination in the background, and it will give you the result whether you have a license for those installed product or not. We'll see that how we can run reconciliations, guys. So next point, guys, so I'll be talking about the software remediations, guys. So remediation is nothing but the same thing I was talking about, guys. So if you are software are installed on your devices or software, or you are about to use one tool but you are not using. So let's say we have installed the MS Office on X machine, but that machine is not using since last 2 months, or since last 2 months they have used only 1 hour or 2 hour like that. On that case we have to build one logic so that it will generate one request to reclaim that software from that device, because that is redundant, no one is using it, right? So that way remediation will come into the picture. We will see based on the uses we will reclaim the software back to our store. Fine. So seventh point, guys, software reclamation. Okay, yeah. So that is the for reclaiming. Once we will find that, that means these are the software which being not used since last 2 months. For those software, we can generate a reclaim request for that. Right. So software reclamation is a process of identifying unused software and uninstalling is so that the software right for the user or device can be proposed, right? I hope you guys understand these 7 points. This is the very important one. These 7 points I'll be discussing in details with the live example, with the practical scenario in our lab session. Fine, guys. So next is a IT asset configuration item. So you might have know about this, but this is also required related to IT asset and configuration item. If you don't know, that means an IT asset is a technology component managed throughout the life cycle for value, cost, contractual compliance, and the uses. That is for IT asset. And configuration item is tracked for operational and relationship information. So this is the difference between assets and the configuration item. Many people are confused the difference between assets and the configuration item. Again, I'm telling asset, all the asset must be a configuration item, but all configuration item may not be an assets. Fine, so let's check out the example for the asset, software license, data sensor, DTC, cost, and contractual information need to be tracked. So in the asset, so configuration item, databases, it may be databases also, database instances, corporate website, like that. Fine. So in this configuration item, we have to capture the operational relationships, right? Operations and relationship. In this case, guys, a CI and asset, which could be the both, like a database server, it could be a CI and the asset both, laptop, desktop, etc. Consumables is something like mouse, keyboard, USB. For this thing also, if you want to have a track of it, you can have a track of it. Like, guys, IT asset, IT and software asset lifecycle over here, it's little bit similar. I have already explained this thing, I'm not going to explain again, like, but in this we will be talking about the license management as well on top of that. So all the IT, if you know the asset management life cycle, it could be like a similar to those, but on top of that, definitely we will be talking about the contract and license management for the software asset life cycle. Fine. So for in this case, guys, deploy, as you can see here, discovery tool, we are using any, if you are using a SCM tool also to deploy or make that installation in the installation table, then it's fine. In both cases you can use it, and it could be discovery on the SCMI also. Fine, guys. So next topic, guys, so SAM optimization checklist. So this is a very important one, guys. So let's talk about the maintain compliance. So basically, being a compliance reduce the risk of damage to reputation and large unplanned compliance audit mandatory findings. So these are the maintain compliance we have to think of it. Basically, optimize spend, basically, so these are the optimize spend. Failure to manage request and users of the software has a large impact on IT budget, so this will optimize the spend, basically. Fine. Support software audit, it's also support in software audit. If you are not compliant, then definitely it would be a problem for you and for your organization. So all these things I have listed down. Definitely I'm going to post this in the description below this file, so that you can have a track of it and you can just go through whenever you will have time. Fine, guys. So next topic, guys, a plugin for software asset management. So definitely we have to enable some few plugins. So if you are working with the post Kingston, then this software asset management professional would be available for you. And for others publishers, we have separate plugin for different publishers basically. So for Adobe, Citrix, IBM, SAP, VMware, and of course Microsoft. If you have, then you can just enable using this. So if you want to enable it for all, then just include install this plugin in your environment. So this is basically a paid plugin, guys. So you know that how to enable this plugin. If you are if you wanted to use in your personal dev instance, then definitely you have to go to developer login, and from there you have to enable the plugin. You will be finding this plugin in the your developer login. Fine guys, so in the next part of this video, I'll be talking about basically your software license, or I can say entitlement, right? Fine guys, thanks for watching. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, this is the part 2 of SAM Professional series. So if you have not watched my first video of SAM Professional, please go and watch that first. That is the recommendation, right? So in first part of this series, I have explained in details about the terminology and how we are going to proceed. You will clearly understand how software management is and how we can implement it little bit, right? So in this video I'm going to talk about the software entitlement. So because we will be importing our data through the discovery or SCCM, right? So that is the source of software, installed software, which will come into the ServiceNow. So for that guys, definitely we have to have a entitlement record against those devices or those software, I can say, right? So we might have to install, or you might have to upload entitlement in a bulk manner, right? So let's see how we can work with the entitlement over here, basically software license. So ServiceNow provides us flexibility to import entitlement directly to a target table. So let me just navigate to you over here. So guys, here what I have done, so this is, once you will enable the plugin software as SAM Professional, then you can see this tab over here. So I have just done the bookmark. You can just say software asset. So here is the things guys. So software asset, it will come over here, right? So I have just done the favorites over here. So here it is in the favorite section, it is coming, right? So here we have under the licensing modules, we have a software entitlement. So basically this is a license where we are purchasing from the vendor. So let me just click on this. Let me do it over here. Oh, seems something went wrong. I don't know what happened. Just 1 second guys. So here we will be getting our software entitlement, basically all the licensing we can capture in this table. So let me open in the new windows over here. You can see it over ALM license table name is there. We can create it manual also, or we can import it. So ServiceNow has given a flexibility to import our entitlement. So here, as you can see here, import entitlement, here it is there. First you have to download it, download that. Basically this is a template. So once you'll download this, it will be ServiceNow provides you one format basically. So let me showcase to you what are the format it is. Fine. So here let me explain you a little bit more on this software entitlement. So whenever we are going to purchase it, so purchase means what kind of matrix group it is. So definitely in more details I'll be talking about. So default it would be the common one. So what kind of license matrix it is going to apply means it is as per the users, as per per core processor or per device, what kind of the matrix you have. Based on that you just select it. So let's say per device we are going to purchase how many purchase rights. Let's say 50 license I'm going to purchase it. So what are the software model, who is the publishers, like if you are going to purchase it from the MS Office or Microsoft, then definitely we have to select Microsoft, right? Oh sorry, this is a publisher part number, so software model, it will come over here. So find software model means we have to define the Microsoft, right? So there are many Microsoft products are there, which model we are talking about, you have to define it. So let's say we are talking about the Microsoft Access 2013 Windows version, so that you have to go for license type perpetual, this thing I have discussed, right, or the subscription based. So for once you select the subscription, it will ask you for the start date or end date, right? So let's go to perpetual. So here you have to define your unit cost and other things, guys. So if you have a serial number, you can define it, owned by, who is owned by, and what is the state of this. So right now let it be in use. Here thing, guys, so this is if you are having a group of company, so if some X company is buying this license, then just select that company, or basically this is for which location or for which department. Some company have a cost center also, means one department they have a many cost center, so based on the cost center also they wanted to purchase the license so that they can use it and no one can use it basically from other department one. So let's say if I'm saying this is for finance department, so if sales department ins come to the picture, like they will be saying, hey, you have a license, please let me allow to install it. So the finance department will say no, because this will come under their budget, right? So that way, if you have basically this is the kind of categorization, means this license belongs to which location, which company, and which department. Financial details, from which vendor you are purchasing it, you just mention it over here. And if you have an invoice number, you just mention it over here. And the request line item, if you have done it through the RITM, then you just select your RITM details over here, open GL account and the cost center over here. Contract means if you have a contract with that vendor, you can just lease contract kind of a stuff, who is going to support and supported by. So here you can define your contract. Fine. So activities, here work notes about this, what are the activity you are doing. As you know about other in incident management also we have activities, so whatever the details you will be providing it, it will get captured in your activity section. Fine, so let's move on over here. So software import, guys, yeah, so I was talking about the software import over here. So entitlement import. So here you just import it here. Fine, so it's got downloaded. Let me open it. And now here it will give you a first page or direction. It has given, they have explained you very clearly what to do, what to not to do. And in this page one, in the second set, you have to enter your details, basically part number, publisher, product, all the steps. But here we have certain things, guys, we have to note down before importing it. And the next one, guys, entitlement import errors. So while importing, if you have like a system finds any error, then that will get display over here, so that you can do a troubleshooting. So no need to worry about over here, guys. So you have to browse it and just upload it, and if errors comes, then here you can have a troubleshooting for that. No need to create a data source or data load like that. Fine. So now let's move on over here. So benefits of using a software entitlement, like I have already talked about, if the overall license allotment is exceeded, the software asset manager can repeatedly address. Means if you are increasing the number of license the way you have purchased it, then system will tell you, alert you, that means you are exceeding the number of license. It may you basically you are going to become a non-compliant for that software. Fine. And the note here, guys, so SAM admin is the role required to import the entitlement. So basically if you are going to import a license, then definitely you should have this role assigned to you. Fine. If you don't have this role, then you will not get privilege to upload or import the entitlement basically. Third point, guys, to download an entitlement import set. So I have already discussed, right? So you have to go to software license, import entitlement, and just download it and do it from here, right? Fine. So this is the template I have already shown you, right? So let's say let's talk about what process import follows and basically license follows. So basically over here we have a attribute, right? So does a part exist means this it will talk about. So this is the part number, right? So does it exist part number? If yes, then content service library, it will go to content service library and it will look for that mapping, and it will link with your software entitlement over here, enterprise or software model basically, right? If no, then it will look for the does a custom part exist. If you have any custom part, then it will say yes, then it will go for the custom part number. Basically it will choose the custom part number. So I will show you where we can import our custom part number also. So if you go down under the admin section, we will be having a custom part number over here, so we can edit our custom part. So if first part publisher part number is not there, then it will look for the custom part. If it is there, then it will map with your software model basically. Fine, it will link to your software. If no, if part number is not there, custom or the out of box one is not there, then it will go for the does publisher product version and edition exist, means it will look for the publisher product version and this four they will look for basically. Fine. So if part number is there, publisher part number is there, well and good. If custom part number is there, well and good. If both are not there, then it will look for these fours, and they will, if they will find, they will make a link of it with your software model which you have already defined. So we'll see that, don't worry guys. So but here I'm just giving you the overview of it. If this is also not there in your Excel sheet, then definitely it will throw a error to you, right? So there are very known error which users get basically. So entitlement import error here, duplicate entry you will be getting, and how you can resolve it here I have listed down. If entitlement is already exist, two verification are carried out to ensure that entitlement is not duplicated. So based on the collage on published part number, purchase rights, all these things, you can go ahead, right? Published part number not found. So how we can troubleshoot on this? The entered publisher part number for software title was not found in the content library, so that a software entitlement could not be created. So if it is not defined in the software entitlement, sorry, this content library, software library, then definitely it is going to say publisher part number not found. Fine. So third, you will be most probably common errors we user used to get: published part number and software model not found. So how you can troubleshoot? Here is the way. Enter published part number could not be found in the content library. So basically ServiceNow have a library for your part number or software model, right? And the specified software product could not be found in the system. So if it is not found in the system also, so that software entitlement could not be created. A customer can add the ppn to the library or specify the model. So what if it is not there, then you can go for the custom one, right? So if you are getting a custom one or software model, then it will resolve your this issue, third issue as well. Fine. Same way guys, so multiple software model found for the publisher part number. So it might get like while looking for the part number, they find a multiple part number. So first we have to many software product were found for the value specified, customer need to select one of those. So if you are find if it is getting a multiple, then definitely you have to select which one is the correct one. Fine. So fifth one is import template customization resulting in one or many field during invalid. So this is not a very frequent, but definitely sometime you will be getting while importing your licenses. So sometime add their own choice, or like in the Excel, whatever the choice value is there, you are not selecting and you have added your own choice. On that case, you will be getting this error. Fine. So purchase rights should be greater than 0. So if you are inputting a purchase rights value 0 or in minus, then definitely you will be getting a error. To resolve this, you know that you have to increase the purchase count. It should not be less or equal to 0. Fine. So review and clear the errors. So once you will import it, and if you are finding any errors, these many errors, you have the solution, what to do, what to not to do here in this section basically, right? So let me go it again where it was. Yeah, here you will be getting all the errors. So let me see if have any or not. No, as of now we don't have. Recently I have enabled the plugin basically. Fine. So if you have the errors, then please go and rectify that error. You have a solution for that, right? Review and clear the error, duplicate entry, all this thing I have written down. I have already explained. If you are getting such errors, then how to resolve this. Here duplicate entry, we know this is not a duplicate, as two of same asset we purchase with the purchase right age. So step to resolve this issue, how you can do so: open a line item or duplicate entry, click the create entitlement button to clear the errors. So you have to do like this way. Successful message you'll be getting. Part of publishers. So to resolve this issue, update the software model and product field, right? So in this, if you are getting a publisher part number or software not found, then update that software model. Most of the time we will see this error, like once we will import our data, and then we will be getting this model not found, something like that. So we will be importing manually updating the value of software model and product so that it will get normalized. Find part number not found, create a part number and update the field. As simple as that. Fine guys, so in this software entitlement, it was a one module I can say over here. So here software entitlement, basically we will be talking about license. This was the very important one, which software licensing you are going to purchase. So first of all you have to define it over here. We'll see with the live example. Fine. So in next video guys, I'm going to talk about these many steps which is related to software asset management. What is the use of each and every module or sub module over here, so that you will be getting a clear idea. And then we will take one use case scenario guys. I have a use case scenario, let me show you right away. So once we will work on the lab session, as you can see here, I have given the use case scenario, the practical use case scenario. We are going to implement it. Fine. But before that guys, I'm going to explain you in details about this all the topics. Fine. So see you in the part 3 of this SAM professional series. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you know that where to reach out to me. We have a Telegram group, right? So there you can just reach out to me. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe guys. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, this is the part 3 of SAM professional series. So in this video I'm going to talk about a little bit overview how SAM professional works. What are the things, out of box things are there by the ServiceNow. Before that guys, I just want to make a request. Please like the video and subscribe my channel. This will motivate me to, this is the only things which motivate me to make a video on the different topic. This video I'm making it because of many people has requested over the Telegram channel. They have emailed me on my email ID. I don't know like from where they find it, but they have emailed me. I think they have find it from my channel, right? So because of that only I'm making this series, right? So if you are not liking my video or not subscribing, it demotivate me. guys. So it's request to please like and subscribe my channel. Fine guys, let's start now guys. So here once we will enable it, software SAM professional plugin, you will be having this module, basically software asset. So let's check it out. The first things, this is basically a performance analytics report guys. We can, if you know performance analytics report, then you can make this kind of report yourself also, right? But again, performance analytics is a paid plugin guys, so if you are going to implement it, definitely it is going to cost you. As you can see here, the message also it is saying performance analytics over here. So this comes under the performance analytics, but don't worry guys, we will explain over each and every part of this. So here software asset analytics guys. So here what it is giving us, it is giving us the true up cost value for all the product basically. So here it is saying a publisher out of compliance. So there are 9 publishers. Publisher means guys, it's not a vendor, it's a company who made the software or product. Basically Microsoft is a company, it's become a Microsoft is a publisher who has the product called MS Office, right? So my publisher means a company who make the product or software. Fine. So publisher cost out of compliance, or these things definitely we have to look on this product out of compliance over here. So this is the publisher. So if you, that means publisher means guys like a company. So there are 9 company, you have own the license from the different company. Maybe you are purchasing a license from the different company. So from the different company means different publishers. So as of now we have a 9 publishers which is having out of compliance, means they are not compliant, right? You have might have purchased the less licensed, or you are using more, that's why it is coming under 9 out of compliance. 16 is there, so out of total 16 is your out of compliance. So there are the 16 product. Let me open it over here. Fine. So let me, till that time I'm going to open this publisher overview as well. So here as you can see here guys, so nine publishers are out of compliance. You have a total okay, total you have 12 publisher, but out of 12 you have 9 publishers which is non-compliance over here. So as you can see here, Adobe system is not compliant, Autodesk is not compliant, Citrix also not compliant over here, right? So here we can see, so here ESRI is compliant. So whatever the software belongs to this publisher, it's all are compliant. Splunk is also it's saying a compliant, right? So here it will give us the pictorial view, right? Not pictorial view, but graphical view it gives us basically, right? So let me go back and say here again, out of 9 we have seen that 9 was the out of compliance, right? 16 was the product. So potential saving is this much it is giving me, that means we have saved it this many dollars, so $260. True up cost value, let me explain you guys. Let's say we'll take an example of the Oracle, right? Or let's say IBM. So you have purchased a software from the IBM for 10 license, right? So 10 license you have installed it, and you have purchased the, suppose the 8 license, right? You have purchased 8, but you have installed the 10, and for what one license it is going to cost you, let's say $1,000. So what would be the true of cost value for those? It would be your 2,000. Got it? So whatever the non-compliance license is there, it will multiply by your cost, based on that you have purchased it. Fine. So you got it. The what is the true up cost value? Basically a non-compliant product multiplied by your cost value, compliant value, right? Fine. So here it will give you the license summary. This was the total overview, and here it will give you the license summary. Means here overall product compliance is 60%, percentage spent not in use 15%, And here expiring maintenance entitlement, if you have a purchase based on the subscription based, then whether it is expiring or not, it will give you. Software as spent, here it is 84 something like that, over week cost, monthly cost, we can say it. So these are all the reports guys. If you know performance analytics, you can make it yourself also. Fine. So compliance analysis, here it is giving a true up cost value. So this was the true up cost value. It is coming, you know that, like how to calculate it, right? Purchase out of compliance, again it is same things, it is coming over here. So basically this is a report, performance report they have out of box, they have given to you. So a removable summary guys. So a removable summary is something like uh, if you have watched my first video, I was talking about the something, you have installed the software but you are not using it. So for that you have to reclaim that, right? So that is a reclaim candidate and removable summary you can take back from that device or from the users. So that is one way. So here reclaim candidate, same thing, it is saying a 17k. Blacklisted install being removed. Basically blacklisted, some software or some company they have blacklisted the software. Let's say like X is the software, let's say Zoom. Nowadays very popular, so Zoom is blacklisted by some company, right? So and you have installed in your machine, then definitely reconciliation rule is going to identify that this machine has the Zoom installation, right? But you have mentioned somewhere that Zoom is the blacklisted for us. On that case it will give you the you have installed the software which is blacklisted by your company, right? Unlicensed install being removed. So unlicensed means you have not purchased the license and you have taken back from the user. So all these are you have taken back from the users. So this was all about the software asset analysis. Let's say jump to this guys. So this is a little bit important one. So ServiceNow based on the version they will add it publishers basically. So this is the out of box publisher ServiceNow provide you. On top of that, if you are purchasing any software or product from any other publisher apart from this sex, then definitely you have to make your own report, everything, right? But somewhere it will show you whether it is compliant or not compliant, what is the true up cost value, it will show you. I will show that way. So that will come under the here license workbench. So basically a license workbench, here it will give you all the product or model over here which you will be used. It's not necessary, that means whether you are using from SAP, if it is a publisher, what are these are basically your publishers, right? SAP is also a company, Oracle is company, Microsoft. So you are not going to purchase your product from this company, you are going to purchase from unknown which is not there. So what we are going to do, first we have to create the publisher, then we have to create the software model, which model you are going to purchase. Same thing guys, I am going to demonstrate you with the live example with the practical scenario. I'm not going to use any of them existing one. I'm going to create a new publisher, new software module, everything would be the new one. Fine. That time you will see how we can make it compliance or how we can make it non-compliant, right? Fine. So here same thing guys, it will give you here, they have given you the representation view like product out of compliance. So there are 4 products from the Microsoft which is out of compliance. So this is basically a publishers. So Microsoft publishers, we have a product like we have many products, but out of those, among those 4 are non-compliant. So here we can see it over here, right? So all these 4 are non-compliant. So here we will see all these are the product which belongs to Microsoft. So here if we want to see only the non-compliant one, so here we can see, if we wanted to see how many product or software we have purchased it from the Microsoft, here we can see it. Fine. So let's move to next, back. Fine guys, so here same way true up cost value, we know that how we can calculate our true up cost value, right? We will show with the practical example also. Over license something guys means you have installed let's say you have installed 10 ms office in 10 different machine, but you have purchased say 15th license. That means 5 is over licensed amount, right? That is not required, still it is there with you 5 license, so that will come under the over license. So from here also you can make a decision whether we have to purchase a new license or not. Here it is clearly saying we have in our stock, that means we have already purchased. So you just need to go to your entitlement and check how many it's pending. So here it is giving you that value, basically calculated value. So if you have maintained one license is equal to $1,000, so it will, and 5 license is pending. So what is the over license amount would be 1 into 5,000 means $5,000, right? So reclamation requiring attention, so we don't have any required attention on this. So potential saving, so we are saving this much, so based on that system will calculate internally. Actual saving year to date, so till September 2020, so this is as per the date it will calculate it. These are the product by true up cost, so based on the product. So these are the Windows server, you don't have license, but still you are using it, so this is giving you as per the Windows server product. So here also we can see, let me go back again to this module, and here I will be showcasing you the where is our Windows server. So for the Windows server also we have this true up cost value, right? So hope you understand, that means how we can deal with this, and how we can this report showcase the overview of our software assets, right? Now yeah, so next one guys, these 3 topics I'll be covering in the these are basically 3 different module guys, so I'll be covering the 3 different section, all individual basically. So for engineering I'm going to make one session, for Office 365 and Adobe Cloud one video, and SaaS overview would be the one video. Fine. So here in the licensing, we know that like in the last video we have talked about the software entitlement, means nothing but a license. So here we can make our license. Software model guys, so what kind of software model we are going to maintain it over here and create? You just create it, means who is the publisher. So if you are having a let's say if you have made a one product and you are going to give one model to that, right? So it should have some version. So if it is that way, then you just maintain one software model called, like let's say example of the Microsoft. So Microsoft is a one software model, to Microsoft 2013 is a one software model basically. Fine. Fine. So here import, we have already talked about import entitlement and the errors one in last video, right? License workbench guys, so again this will give a report which publisher is compliance and which publisher is not compliance basically. Fine. So license positioning report, basically this is a report where it will shows clearly I think this has been introduced in London release. Before that it was not there. So here it is showing basically, so let's say a Citrix system, how many writes consume 511 is consumed 1, how many writes we have, let's say over here. So writes needed 11, writes needed means again we have to purchase it, writes available 0. Here true up cost value, because of this 11 it is getting calculated, right? So we don't have 11 license with us, so we need to purchase it or something, we have to do it, right? So this report, it will give you the clear picture of in one report basically, each and everything it is giving you. So here the software model, for which software model it is affecting. Fine. Run yeah guys, so run a reconciliation guys, so this is the important one. So once we will update it or purchase it, we have to run it to see the effect. If you are going to run for all publishers, here it you can just select the all, or if you're going to run it for the any specific one, let's say Microsoft one, you can run it right that way also. So based on that, once you will run it, then based on that it will show whether it is compliant or not compliant. Fine. Historical result, here all those historical result it will get over here. If you can, whenever you will be running, it will create one record for you basically. Reclaimed candidate guys, so once you will take the software from the system or users, so one record will get created over here, so for the removal of that. So reclaim all these things right here. Blacklisted installed, if you have installed which is blacklisted by your company, so that will come over here. Other candidate, in this section it will come. Discovery guys, so here is the one discovery model which we will be manually importing. Basically I'll be manually importing when we will have our actual demo, like a live demo, because I'm not going to use your discovery, because only it will discover only my PC devices, right? So I'm going to install the different software through that Excel set basically. So all the discovery, what it will does, it will create one discovery model, and it will store all the software, installed software. It will get a store in a different table. But once you will install the software in the different table, it will make a entry over here. So as you can see here, we don't have a new button, so that we can create it manually. It will get created whenever we are uploading a data in our installed table, in software installation table we have. Fine. So normalization suggestion, so once you will upload it, then definitely we have talked about the errors, right? So it will give you how you can normalize it, how you can map it your software model basically. Fine. Software uses guys, so here it will give you whether you are using a system regularly, or how much time you are using the system, or the way like uses basically it will define over here. So based on that reclaim condition will occur. So let's say if this is for publisher, for Adobe we have a product called InDesign, and we have a reclamation type is a total usage time, right? So in April month, what it was there, so users counted was 13, total second was this much. So based on that, and we have made one rule that if users count is less than 15, then we are going to reclaim it, because we don't want to use them, they are not using in a average manner, right? So based on that, based on the uses, it will create a reclaim record automatically. Basically it will create a reclaim record, and it will showcase you, that means how you can reclaim the same, right? So for this usage, you can use the SCCM or any other third party. If you want to import it, then definitely you have a import, like through a data import you can import in this table, usage table basically. Fine. So next guys, software subscription, it will give you the what are all the software subscriptions, software product are there. In the admin section guys, client section, I'm not going to talk about in this, definitely I'm going to make a video on that. But here custom product, we can create our own product. Here we can create our own part number. These all things I have already discussed in my previous video, right? So reclamation rules, here we can define it. So based on this rule only, it will reclaim the software to be taken back from users or devices, right? So let's say last usage month ago or 2 months ago, something like that, then you can define it like this way, whether you want to notify the users or not. So how you want to notify the users, how many days before, like today you are going to reclaim the software from his device, then how many days before you want to just notify them. So let's say 15 days before, if we want to notify them, in that 15 days period, if they are not using continuously, we can reclaim the software back from them, right? That's all guys. So this was the little bit overview of how software asset management we will be using. So mostly we will be using these many steps. So whatever things I have not captured, engineering license overview, so I'll be making a separate video on that. So but mostly we will be talking about this many steps, right? So this many module we are going to use it when we are going to execute our use case, means practical scenario, right? So in next video guys, I'll be using this use case and we will be demonstrating you with the live scenario or practical example. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, this is the part 4 of SAM professional series, right? So in this video I'm going to talk about a practical scenario or practical use case we are going to implement it, right? So it's time for demo, right? So let's talk about the use case guys. Before that guys, if you have not watched my part 1, 2 and 3 video, then it's recommended or prerequisite that please go and watch that first, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Anyway, right, so use cases guys here. So we have one company, like I have just made a software ServiceNow help desk as a company. This is my channel name basically. So this software ServiceNow help desk have 3 product. One is the asset management system, AMS, one is the CRM, and third one is the digital signature certificate. So basically this company sell their product or software, these 3 product basically, right? So all are based on the license based product. So if you are purchasing it, if you are purchasing a AMS asset management, then you have to purchase the license for that. And everyone know about the DSC signature certificate, right? So here 3 product we are going to talk about in this lab example, right? So they sell their product on subscription and perpetual basis basically. So let's say we have we have purchased all 3 product from ServiceNow help desk. In order to maintain the license and cost, we are going to use a SAM professional basically, right? So let's say we will be having 50 desktop or laptop. On that we will be installing a SAM professional basically, sorry, asset management we are going to install on that. So for that guys, definitely we have to purchase the license, right? Basically we have to manage the whole life cycle of these 3 software asset management. You can easily understand guys, if you have already watched my all 3 previous video, then you can easily understand how we can manage these 3 product and how we will become a compliance and from non-compliance to compliant, right? So let's understand first guys. So there are rules over here involved. If you are having a SAM underscore user role, has access to all features other than the administration basically role and inherit with the SAM admin role. So if you are going to implement SAM professional, then you should have this role basically, SAM underscore admin role. Fine. So what I'm going to do guys, so here, so for these 3 software I'm going to install it. Basically we have to upload the data, right? So upload the data, because we are not going to use a discovery module, so that it will capture from network. So this is anyway, this is our custom one, so this would not be available on the network, right? So the software which we are using, which is available on the network, then discovery will bring a data for us. But in this scenario I'm assuming that discovery will not bring the data, so we are manually importing a data to our target table basically. Fine. So what we have to do, upload software model basically, product catalog slash product catalog over here. So here is the things, guys, who you know that how to import a data. You have to just load the data over here. So I have written down some steps over here. So what you have to do, just navigate to the discovery and discovery model over here. So here we have to find out the discovery model, right? So basically once we will upload the data here, all our models, software model will come, right? So right now 122 is count is there. So once we will upload the data, we will see how many counts are there, right? So for that, guys, we have a I have already prepared Excel sheet for that. So let me just do it. Let me just go back. Yeah, fine. So here is the one, guys. So first whatever the data I'm going to import it. So first one is the display name, version, publisher, and installed on, unassigned to. Before that, guys, we have to make sure, that means we have created our model, right? Software model and the publisher. So let's check it out, so whether we have created it or not. So ServiceNow is the publisher, right, in this case. So where we can check our publisher, so here we can go to the software model, right? So software model, what we will be doing, just we will look for the this we have already, I think, created. So let me just open it. Okay, fine, let me create it the new software model. So here as a publisher, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the ServiceNow help desk as a publisher. So this is nothing but this is pointing to the company table basically, guys. So let me just showcase to you. Fine. So here if you are purchasing from the different company like a Dell or any other company, then you can just make a publisher as a Dell. Little bit slow it is working. Fine, let's close it now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove it. And seems my network is working slow or my laptop is working slow. Okay, fine. So let me do it again, guys, over here. So first thing what we have to do, let's say over here selection. So this is nothing but a company table. It is pointing to our core company table, right? So here if you have a new publisher, you just go ahead and create your publisher over here. You just provide the company name or your publisher name over here and just save, enter it. I have already created a name called a ServiceNow help desk. In this use case, we are going to use a ServiceNow help desk as a publisher, right? So for this, how many product they have? So they have a 3 product, right? So one is the DSC, I already have, but we are going to create 2 more. That is the first one. Let me create it here itself. So publisher is ServiceNow help desk, and here we are going to create a AMS, right? So AMS is a product type is a licensable. Select product classification, let's say asset management might be there. Yeah, so asset management is there. Subscription software, let it not be there, because this I'm going to go with the not with the subscription software, right? Let's submit it. Fine, now AMS is now there with us, right? Let me choose one more time because I wanted to create one more. That DSC is there, AMS is there. What was one more? That let me check it out, guys. CRM tool was there. So let me just add it one product called CRM, right? Again, it should go to licensable, and let's keep it in the what we will keep it encryption something, and let me say let's say engineering something. Okay, and I'm submitting it. Fine. So once we will submit, here it is there. Now CRM is there, right? So here we have to create basically a 3 software model. So 3 software model, let's say CRM is there. So start with CRM, and other thing is fine. And here we are not going to provide a state description. If you want to give, then just give the same as a product name. So here I'm given status as a production. New version, no, not required, leave it as it is. Blacklisted, no, we don't want to. From here guys, we can have a like a blacklisted things or stuff. Site composition, other things we don't want. If we have a product, then we can import it over here as a product one also. Fine. So now let's save it. Done, right? So here, got it. So now it is giving us option to create a software catalog, right? So software catalog means we have to in future, if we want to have it like more quantity license, then that time you can directly purchase it from the catalog, right? If you don't want, then leave it as it is. Otherwise, if you want to make a catalog item, then you just click it from here also, right? So right now, if I will see so matching discovery model, we will be not getting anything, right? Because we don't have as of now. Fine. So now next one, let me create one more guys over here. So what I will be doing, I'll be creating a publisher as a ServiceNow help desk, right? And this time I'll be selecting a CRM is already there. AMS. Oh, sorry guys. So this I have make it a little bit AMS. So let me. It should be AMS, not ASMS. Asset management system, right? So let me update it. Fine. So here let me just refresh it, and here I will select the product called AMS, right? So here publisher software now ServiceNow help desk, right? Discovery map as of now we don't have, so we are not going to do that. I start with AMS, right? Or let it be all the version, we are not going to start with anything. Fine. So let me submit this. Now we have all three products, so let me just do it created by or something updated by, right? Updated over here. So here just do it Z2A so that it will come on top, right? So all three we have created, so all these three belongs to our ServiceNow help desk. So three is there, one is AMS, one is CRM, one is the DSA. So three products. So as we have mentioned, three products we have created it for the ServiceNow help desk. Now over here guys, we have now software model, but as of now we don't have any license. We have not created any license. Before that we wanted to check it, right? So let me open it, and as you can see here, as of now we don't have any license attached to it, right? Fine. Now what we have to do guys, so here in the Excel sheet, now the second step guys, so role is fine, we have to upload the data, basically software install. So discovery does for us, but here I have made it this Excel sheet manually. So here as you can see here, AMS is a version, it is going this much, publisher is this. So this is the I can say device which is installed. Basically this AMS software is going to be installed on this device, and this device is assigned to this person. So I have just map it. Take this data is also I have taken from the ServiceNow itself. This is these are the dummy data basically, right? So this is one for AMS, we have for CRM, and we have for DSA, right? So all these thing we have it right now. So display, version, publisher, installed on, and the assigned to. So let's import it, right? So how we can import it? Load data, right? So here what we have to do, we have to upload our Excel basically. So what I have done guys, so I have already created a software installation table, transform map table. What I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the this template basically, software installed, right? I'm going to say submit. It will ask me to run the transform app. I'm just running it. And before that guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to run it as of now. As you can see here, it will go to the cmdb sam underscore sw underscore installed, right? So this is the table name which will go the our records basically. So before that, I wanted to showcase you about the overview, license overview basically. So software entitlement, where it is, no, license one. So as of now, we don't have a publisher called a ServiceNow help desk, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that reconciliation basically. So run reconciliation over here, right? So I'm going to choose here. It is not coming up because nothing is our ServiceNow help desk publisher is not coming because we have not updated our installation table. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to transfer the record. Check out the history. So 68 was the record, we have uploaded the 68. So in this case guys, so where it should come, so basically it should come to discovery model. So we have imported a data in our discovery model. So here let me just added the updated created something. Fine, so let me just click OK and let me just do it the J2A. It is not come. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a filter created by this. So as you can see guys here, three data we have, right? These three data we have uploaded, but it is not found basically. So here publisher is not there for this, and for this DSC, and what are the data, let me just match it. So AMS is 1.0.8. so 2. AMS, where is the AMS 2.0? okay, so for 2.0 also we have kept it. So 2.0 is also coming, AMS 1.0.8 is also coming. So this one is also there, right? But for this we don't have publisher. It should be publisher over here, but here match not found, partially normalized, here match not found. So in this table we have not created the data, system has created a data for us, right? So what we are going to do, so product is a CRM, here DSC or AMS, it's not detected basically. So we will do it normalization over here basically, right? So here what normalization basically does, so things guys, while making your data upload, you have to make sure, that means you are making a collage on this two field, so that it will not update your create a duplicate record basically. So this is the table which will go to the data. So let me show a case you over here. So let me just navigate so that you can understand. We have imported our data in this table, right? So let me just do that J2A created by something over here today. So here J2A done, no, nothing came. So let me say Runjay. Fine, it's came now over here. So these are the data we have imported it in this table, right? Fine, so this table data came, and based on that business rule, ServiceNow has created a discovery model for us basically. So where is our discovery model? This is our software model, but here we have to have a discovery model, right? Let me just close all the stuff so that you will not get confused. Fine, so here now we have that, but we will see the workbench still it is there or not. As of now it is not there, right? We didn't find that ServiceNow help desk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to this time run that publishers, based on the publishers over here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just run and here for all the publishers, right? So I did it. It will create one by one, in progress or something, it is going fine till that time. We suppose that should not be visual over here, because we need to make it basically normalize that data, right? So as of now we have not done a normalization process. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to normalize these steps. So what I'm here, just open this, right? So once you will open it, here it will say partially normalized, right? So here the CRM is there, product is also, this is from our, and this is done by the discovery. Left side is the publisher is ServiceNow, publisher is the ServiceNow, this is done by the discovery. So discovery also says we have a publisher called ServiceNow help desk. Under that publisher we have a CRM, and the version they have discovered is this. So this should be automatically, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to add this version over here, so that it will, data will get normalized, and we will be saying it should be on Windows and the language is English, right? So these many data we have, like how many data, 15 data we have, which is not normalized basically, right? So let me save this. You will see the magic, system will say manually normalize, right? Now manually it's got normalized. Same thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to do with this also. Fine. So here Windows, or let it be like that only. So I'm just saving this record also, right? So both DSC 1.4.4 got normalized, and CRM also 0.72 got normalized. Fine. So we have done normalization manually over here. So based on, if you will just reload it, it will say that we have normalized it. So here based on that we can also normalize. So as you can see here, match not found, it is coming. So let me open it, and let me make it little bit in upcoming few minutes I will be working on these two steps. So match not found. Fine. So I have made it this way basically, so that I can showcase you. One was the partially normalized, and the second one was the match not found, right? So this time also, if I will refresh it, still it is not there, or it is there. Now it's came over here, right? So ServiceNow help desk, now it's came because we have done our normalization process. So if I will open it over here, so it is saying not compliant, because not compliant means, why it is showing not compliant? Because we have installed the software, right? We have installed the software. Let me show you. We have installed the software, but we don't have license, right? These are the software which been installed on this machine, right? If you go over here, this is the like a device, hardware device, computer, and if I will go in this device, and if I will see in the installed one here, right? So in installed one is there, right? DSC. So this is this software, DSC software, is installed on this machine, but we have not purchased any licensed as of now, right? That's why it is saying it is not compliant. Same it is applying for the AMS also, right? So what I'm going to do over here in this, sorry guys, let me just reload it. It's got 100% completed. Fine. So yeah, fine. So here let me refresh it again. So here ServiceNow help desk is the publisher which is not compliant, and the value it is coming a 00 something like that. So they have find two product under the ServiceNow help desk, right? So the one is the CRM, second one is the DSC. So both are, it is saying if you can see it over here, unlicensed installed. We have installed the 18 software on the different machine, which is unlicensed. We don't have license for that. And let's say CRM, for CRM also we have a 15 software we have installed on the different machine, which we don't have license. Then first goal guys, because we are under the not compliant, we have to make it compliant first, right? So how we have to do, right? So here if you'll go over here, if you'll see it over here, right? So here it will show you 18 is the unlicensed. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create a entitlement, right? We have to purchase the license. To purchase the license, you might have to raise a purchase order, you have to raise a request, it will get approved, like that process. So that will cover in the procurement module, right? So I am assuming that you have already purchased your license and you are going to enter your data over here, right? So software entitlement, I have just clicked it and I'm going to click it a new way. So this entitlement, enter to this entitlement, we have a bulk import also, so it's up to you. And now I'm going to do it a manual over here. So first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it for the AMS, right? So AMS 0001 something or 2345, this is my asset tag I have given. Now part number, we don't have a part number, so every software or assets also, the item has a part number. So if you have that part number, you just select it from here. If you don't have, you can go and create it manual and upload it over here. If you don't have, just leave it blank. So software model, which software model it will belongs to? Definitely AMS, right? Why it is not coming? Publisher part number. Okay, fine. So let me just do it this way. So ServiceNow help desk, so it started from the ServiceNow help desk AMS. So this one we have to select it, right? I was just writing a AMS, so its name become a ServiceNow help desk. This is the publisher name, and post that we have our product name. So this all together it will become our software model name. So I am going to assessment type is a generic one. I'm not going to go for the enterprise license agreement, so just keep it the generic one. License type, I'm going to keep it as a perpetual license over here, right? License matrix, let's say per device, like whenever we are installing on the device, we have to have this as per the device. But some software guys, maybe from the SAP or the Microsoft, they will sell the license, their licenses per core processor. So if you have that kind of software, you have to select the per processor, per named device, per named user, per processor, or per users. So in this case, let's go to the per user. So I'm going to purchase how many licenses? So let's say here we have okay, so for asset management still we have not done it. So what I'm going to select here, so I'll be selecting a CRM something. Let's say CRM, right? So CRM, I'm selecting it over here. Fine. So for CRM software product, which devices? So this software is as per the devices, right? So guys, 15 on license we have. In this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase suppose let's say 10 license, so that it will showcase, I will showcase you the true cost value also, true up cost. So 10 license I'm going to purchase. Actually I supposed to purchase the 15, but I'm going to purchase the 10 to showcase you, right? Unit cost, I'm going to define $1,000 per device basically, right? So general serial number if you have, and the location, department. I'm not going to fill all the details, just let me save this. Fine. So now we have one software entitlement with the asset tag number is this one. We have a 10 license. So now what we are going to do, I'm going to make one. Fine, let it be like this. So here in this we have already added it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to run that again, our reconciliation. Where is that? Run reconciliations, right? So now here it's came now, ServiceNow help desk. I'm going to choose only, I don't want to run all this stuff, so I'm going to choose only the ServiceNow help desk and the continue. Fine. So third, it is in progress. Let's see, now it's got completed. Now if you'll go to the license workbench over here, it is saying still not compliant, but you can see the value also, right? So here we can see the value. So let me open it. Fine. So total spend, it is coming this much. Over licensed, it is coming this much. We have not licensed. Fine. So here it is saying compliant, but CRM, it is saying here 15 is a non-compliant basically. So what we are going to do, we are going to just use this so that we can understand easily over here, right? So CRM per device we have, right? Fine. So here we have purchased the available is the 10, right? And not install is also a 10, right? We have a generic, and here it is showing a over licensed amount basically, right? So in this case we have unlicensed is 15. I think we have not mapped our CRM properly over here. So let me just do it mapping again. So here we have to go to discovery models. We have to just go it. Fine. So where is our CRM? For which CRM license? Okay, sorry. So in this CRM name is equal to also called CRM. So we have a CRM fine. So CRM 11.0.72. 11.0.72. Yes, so this version, fine. And here we have, sorry, where it is, let me open it again guys. CRM product matching licensable, fine. Version is 172, fine. Windows, fine. So let me just run it again guys. It should give me, because it is not coming as for over here, it should come here. If it is there on this unlicensed over here, it should come basically directly over here. Fine. So let me just run it again. Our normalization process. Run a reconciliation again. Choose that this product, run it, loading it. It is loading again. 100% done. Now let's, I'm just closing it, go to workbench over here. Fine. So going here again, it is not coming. Fine. 10 license, it is not coming. Fine. So here you guys can you can see it over here. So now CRM, this is the version. I have changed it now over here guys. Basically if you can see it over here, I have changed the version from CRM to this version so that it will get normalized correctly. And after changing, I have just run the this reconciliation again, right? So after running that reconciliation over here, if you can see it over here under the CRM, we have a 5 is unlicensed because we have purchased only 10 license. So let me just go it over here. It is saying 10 is the, we have right owned as a 10, right used as a 10, right? We have used the 10. So now we have available as 0. Location is everything, it is there over here. But here guys, as you can see here, it is saying not allocated, right? Not allocated means we have purchased the license, we have installed the license, but it is not allocated with the target device basically. So here it will give you the suggestions basically. Remediation option it is giving you, 4 remediation option it is giving you. So here if you can see it over here guys, so true up cost value, right? So this one I was talking about. So we have a here license unlicensed is 5, right? Unlicensed install software we have a 5, and one licensed it is costing 1000, right? So it is 1000 into 5, it is coming up 5000, because we don't have a 5 licensed as of now available, right? So true up cost value it is based on that unlicensed installed which we have. But for remediation guys, it is giving ServiceNow itself, it is giving it option. Either you have to go for the purchase, go over here and click the this link and you go for the purchase that 5 over here. So by default it is giving you this, and for this many software which don't have license, just go and create a purchase item over here. This is the one option. Second option, this is there guys, remediation process. For this 10 license which we have purchased, we have purchased it, you have installed it, but we have not allocated it. So what we have to do, we have to allocate it basically. So I'm just clicking it over here and create a allocation, create all allocation, right? So once we will create all allocation, as you can see here, message is saying successfully we have created it. So now if we will refresh this, it will showcase us that 10 not allocated. Okay, let me just do it again guys over here. Yeah, so again we have to run our reconciliation. Fine, it's okay to run again and again because we are just checking it. Fine, so once we will run it, it is saying 100% is done now. Fine, so this time we will be opening again our workbench, license workbench. So now open this and go for the CRM, right? If you go for the CRM, it will showcase us that we have unallocated now went, right? Not allocated previously it was 10, but now we have a 0 because we have done our allocation. And now in the remediation process also it went because we have done our steps. So ServiceNow itself, it is giving you option to do the steps, right? So here still we don't have a 5 license and 2 remediation is there, right? Whether we should go for the remove unlicensed installed, it is saying that means go in all these 5 devices and take back installation. That is the one option. Or second option, it is saying so go and purchase the license. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase it again for this 5 license. And so for that what we have to do guys, so in this guys, in this example, removal candidate is not there, so we will showcase you soon, we will showcase you. This will come here, it will showcase if we have installed the software but they are not using it since last 1 day or 2 days, something like last 1 month. So that if that is the condition, if falls under, then only it will come over here removable candidate. We will showcase, we will make a scenario like that way so that I can showcase you in front of you itself, right? Fine, so what we are going to do in this case, so for this I'm going to purchase again a 5. So in this case guys, over licensed is 0, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase it again 10 license, so that time we will see what value it is getting changed. So this time if you can see here total amount we are spending is 10, true up cost is 5000, and this over licensed is 0. So this time I'm going to purchase more license over here, right? So I'm going to create it again on new entitlement, and this time I'll be going to say fine. So here just provide the asset tag and the software model, so CRM 0 something like that. I'm just giving a, and this should be the per device. This time also I'm going to purchase 10, software model, we should be having this one, right? And in this case we will be having a thousands cost and saving it. Okay, so right, I'm going to purchase it as a 10 license per device. Oh, fine. So submit the record. Now again we have to run our reconciliations, guys. So each time if you are updating it, you have to run that reconciliation so that you can see the immediate effect. So here again I'm going to choose this time ServiceNow itself. It is saying not compliant. What it is happening this time? Actually it should show me the compliance. ServiceNow is again not compliant. What is happening? Let me check it out. So CRM is yeah, because CRM is getting compliant, but DSC is not getting compliant. That's why whole things was not compliant. So if you can see here now, check marks here, right? So if you can see this, right? Fine. So now this become compliant. So let me click it over here and we'll see all this uninstalled or installed. It went now. We don't have remediation process. It is saying removable create a location. So this it is being there because the system is telling go and install the software for those devices. But in this case, guys, here we have a over licensed because we have a purchase of 5 extra license, and as of now we are not using, nowhere we are using it. So that's why it is showing it. That means you have a over licensed amount this much. Right, guys, I'm not going to continue in this video itself, but in next video I'll be demonstrating you more about because this removable candidate and how we can use this uses over here. Let me showcase you over here itself. So here we have a software uses basically, right? Fine, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next part of this video. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, in part 4 video we have seen, like in previous video we have seen that how we can do our normalization process once we will install any software to any machine, right? We have seen that how we can do our remediations, how we can make it compliant from not compliant, right? How we can add our entitlement, how we can install the devices, everything like from the scratch we have seen. Using that we have run our couple of time reconciliations rules, right? So in this video, guys, what I'm going to do here, I will showcase you. Let me, okay, just close it, all these steps. Fine. So here we have a for non partially normalized, we have done our normalization process. So let me do it for the AMS, guys, which is not found, match not found. So let me open it. Don't worry, guys, I will showcase you this removal candidate step also, because this is also an important one to save the cost basically. So if you are not using it, so why we should waste our software license on that devices or for that users, right? So here it is saying on match not found because we have not matched it over here, right? So here we will be uploading our publisher's name as well. We are going to do a normalization, right? So right now it is match not found, it is there, and product we are going to use, that is this one, AMS, right? AMS is not there, so product name would be or something ServiceNow help desk AMS. Okay, so it is not coming. Let me just do it using the reference. So here we have a AMS, right? So AMS we have selected, this is the discovered product and this is the version. So you know that right side is the discovered one. So once we will have from the discovery or from the SCCM, we will be having from the right side, and from the left hand side we will be having it from our software model, right? So in this version, let me just do it the 204, right, licensable. I'm just going to say save. So now as you can see here, it is now manually normalized, right? So manually normalized means here we have to have that AMS to be reflected. For that, guys, you know what we have to do? We have to run our reconciliation again. So for same process here, I'm just running it. Fine. So in progress it is there. Now it's got completed, and let me just close all this so that you will not get confused. So here we will be opening a license workbench again, and here let me go back to our ServiceNow helpdesk, and now it's came our third software, which is a AMS, right, asset management. So here it is saying a 17 license it is there, which is unlicensed it is there, right? So what we are going to do, we have not purchased anything, so we have to create our entitlement for the AMS, right? So here I'm going to do and create one entitlement, basically a license for that AMS. You have to go through the purchase module, all this thing, so I'm not going to do that way. And here fine, and the publisher part number we don't have, and here we have to go to ServiceNow. It should give me the AMS. Fine. So license is let it be perpetual, so this would be this time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the per users basically. So here I think we have created, no, for AMS we don't have created. 17 on license is there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase a 20, and the cost would be something like 1000, let it be per user 1000, right? So let me just submit it. Now I have created, right? So now license is also there, right? So here what we have to do, we have to run it again, our reconciliations rules basically, to see the effect. Fine. So now I have run that reconciliations rules over here, so it's got completed. Now we have to go to license workbench. I'm doing it again and again, guys, because it is not it will not reflect basically if you will not do. Fine. So here 1 second, guys. Oh, not this one. Fine. So here we have now AMS, right? So AMS, we have a version over here. It should show me the online. Here it is giving me remediation also, because we have purchased the 20 license. So now it's become a compliant, right? So AMS is also now becoming a compliant. Now we have purchased the extra, so that's why it is showing 6000 is the extra one. Now guys, it's time to showcase this one, right? So in this we can we should have a record over here. So we have to have a record for the assets, right, or for our software. So what we are going to do, we are going to manually feed that usage. So we have to go to usage, software usage, and I'm going to create a record manually over here, right? So I'm going to take a data from this. So for basically a AMS, which version I have to take? So this AMS version is something not mentioned, right? So I think 2 point something was there. Fine, so let's create it. So publisher is our ServiceNow help desk, right? So on that we have a AMS, right? So AMS is the one, and configuration item, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say over here, so AMS 2.1, let's check it out. This one configuration item is this, and the person which is allocated is this person, right? So user by default it's came when this gun. Fine, so now here last use date, or we can say last user count in January, let's say August, so that year 2020. I'm just making one record, and user count is let's say 5 hours only they have used it, and in second 100, right? So let me save this record. Once we will save this, guys, we have added the record that for uses, but for this we have to create a rule, to reclaim rule basically, right? So here we have a reclaim rule. So just click on the new, right? And just I'm just giving a test one. You just give the name as per your convenience. Notify users, we don't want to notify it. Installed software, fine. And the total users last month, and the total hour usage we will be saying let's say if 30, below 30, if anyone is using in the 1 month, in last 1 month, we can reclaim it. So we have done our record over here, right? So in 30 hours, so here we have to include our product basically, right? So let me just click on the edit. So here we have to look for the ServiceNow AMS, something was there, right? So AMS, let's say we will just use for the AMS only. Fine. Now what we have to do, guys, we have to run that one schedule job, this schedule job, to reclaim it. So guys, I have already captured all these things, so let me showcase you before running it. So we have talked about the users, we have talked about the loading our product, right? So we have talked about the normalization, how we can do our normalization. Basically we have to map from the what we have discovered and what we have in the system. Pattern normalization rule, yeah, so this one I think I missed it, so I will just cover it soon over here. So pattern normalization means we can create a rule so that it will normalize. We have done a normalization one by one, right? But here we can just keep it, we can make a rule, and in one shot we can do a normalization, right? So let me showcase you. Okay, first I will come back on this to normalize. Okay, so here I was talking about this normalization. We'll take a look again. Custom product, we have already created our product with this AMS, license, asset management, project classification. Reconciliation already we have talked about. For more details, guys, you can just visit in description below, right? I can upload it, or anyway I'm planning to make one blog domain, so over there also you can find the same thing. So entitlement matrix, we have talked about, means how we want to use it, like per user, per license, or per device, per core. So how we want to use it. Usage, right now we are talking about, that means we can define our usage and we can reclaim the same if they are not matching with our usage, right? So for that, guys, once you will do your activity, this is the one we have to run one schedule job basically. So I have that schedule job over here, right? So let me open it. Basically this will run 1 week ago. So what I'm going to do, so what is today date is 20. So I'm just going to, oh sorry, so here we have to put 9 and here we have to put 20. right? So let me check it out when it will run. So now it is saying 6 hours ago it has already run, so here we will putting a 6, so that it should give me 6 18 minute. And from now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 15 minute over here, so that it will run automatically. So 3 minutes from now, so till that time let it be run. We will wait for the 3 minute, and in 3 minute what we are going to do, we are going to see case see this where was that pattern normalization, right? So in pattern normalization, here we have to create one pattern normalization, but before that guys, let's go to our discovery model, which we have not normalized yet, right? So let me to do z2a. Here we have showcase. Fine. So this is not normalized, so these two are already normalized. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to normalize this using a this rule basically, right? So as of now we have not normalized it, right? So what I'm going to do, so we don't want to do it manually, so that every time we can run this rule and it will get normalized only. So this is for only AMS. So discover publisher contains, so discover publisher contains AMS. So discover publisher contain is ServiceNow help desk, right? So ServiceNow help desk, and discovered product contains, that is a AMS, right? So if it contained AMS, then this is our criteria, selection criteria. So if anyone in the discovery model over here, if discovered publisher is a ServiceNow help desk, or discovered product contain AMS, then we are going to map this as a ServiceNow help desk, and product as a AMS, and version as a 1. AMS something like that. I'm not going to save this, I'm just going to reload it. So same thing I'm going to replicate using this. So publisher I'll be adding as a ServiceNow help desk, right? And the product it should be AMS, right? And the edition and version we don't want to do it, a license is already captured over here, right? So I'll be just saving this. Fine. So now we have defined our rule, right? And if we will click over here, apply rule, if you can see here we have one button called apply rule, right? So let me click it so that it will affect over here also, right? So just click on reply, done that. As you can see here, now it's got updated, right? So it's manually normalized, but we have not normalized. So if something like that, we have many discovery model are there and we have not done normalization, then we can just apply a rule based on that, it will get normalized. Hope you get it now, right? So now let's jump back to our original issue, which was we were talking about the usage, right? So let me just check it out. 1 week from now. Okay, so now our job runs successfully. So let me just close all this thing. So it should be now there. As of now it is not there, nothing is there, but let me just go again to our license workbench, and here we will go for the ServiceNow help desk. We'll go for the AMS. As you can see here, now one data is there, right? Before that there was no data. If you have remember, this data was not there because we have made one rule here. Justification, it is saying low usage, right? It is saying that means you are not using this software as expected basically. So either it could be many others reason, either your employee has already left out the company and you have not taken back software from her or him, right? then on that case this will get applied over here. So this data basically guys, so this data which I have applied it manually, you can get it from the SCCM. Or if you are not getting from the SCCM, if you are using SCCM, then if you are having this usage details in some other third-party tool, you have to import those data in your software usage table basically. Fine. In this case guys, what it will does basically, it will, as you can see here, this was the previous one. Now we have, after run this, we have, so here once you will open this, here it will showcase, that means before right now it is in ready state. So once we will reclaim it, so let me just reclaim it. Then we have just created one reclaim request also. Now if everything is done, just close the complete. Right, we have taken back one software. So what we will be going to do, I'm just going to keep this open three all of guys. So here again I'm going to run one reconciliations, right, and we will see the effect now. Fine, here let me just refresh it, done. And now again I'm going to just do it over here. Fine, so here let's go to AMS. Right, so now this time it is not there guys. Removable candidate we have already taken back, right? Removable unlicensed we have a 6. Again we have taken back software, so again it's came to unlicensed as a 6th one. I hope you guys are clear with this now concept, like what I'm trying to say. And here removable candidate, once we will remove this, in this case it is not coming because we have already taken back, and unlicensed here it is coming because this different version we have, not because of the we have taken the software from this candidate. It is not happening because of this, right? So this is because just now we have run that so that it is affecting for this one, and this one it is affecting. If you know that for the identification we have run that second basically, let me showcase you that one also. Model we have made it normalized, right? So the previously this was not normalized, but because this is also belongs to AMS, right? So now all the AMS is also normalized. So because of this only it is unlicensed it is coming as a 6, right? So let me just cross verify it, so that fine, here it is coming as 6 18, but we had some data, right? So and we have taken one back also. So here it will show guys. So yeah, so these are the data which is there for the unlicensed installed. Due to this we have just enabled it, right? Fine guys, hope you guys now understand the concept of SAM professional. So this is the way we can still like if you have any doubt you can reach out to me, and you can just write a comment in this video so that I can reach out to you as soon as possible, right guys? Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and video guys. Thank you, thanks for watching.